Hey everyone, today I wanted to show you my Victorinox Swiss Army knife. This is the Huntsman model, and I actually got this off of eBay. This is with the wood scales. It's not your traditional red color. This is hardwood or cherry wood, I can't remember which one, but it's really nice, and I really like this Huntsman model. It has pretty much everything you need. I did get a screwdriver. It doesn't really come with one. This was used on eBay, but it's in excellent condition. I kind of put a leather lanyard on it. This knot I made here is actually from another video on YouTube, so if you want to know how to make it, he kind of does a good demonstration. The reason why I'm showing you this is because the last time my father was here, he left his Victorinox Swiss Army knife, and I was surprised to find out that it's actually a Huntsman as well. It's got exactly the same features as mine. He had got his knife from a bank or something. I kind of blanked out the name. It had an engraving on it. And after I found it, I decided I would do something before I gave it back to him, and I decided I was gonna put some new scales on it. And these are the plus size scales, and they call them plus size because they have the additional slots for a pen as well as the pin. And I know my dad likes having a pen on his Swiss Army knife, and this model doesn't have one, so I'm hoping he liked that I put these extra things on his. Growing up as a kid, I remember my dad always actually carried a Swiss Army knife with him. Back then I think he had the Swiss Army Executive, which was kind of just very bare bones. It was just a scissors, a knife, and a file, and maybe even a smaller knife, I'm not sure, but it also had the pen and the toothpick. This one has the tweezers and the toothpick. That's the toothpick, and these are the tweezers. But I bought these additional scales off eBay. Actually, it had to come in from Ukraine. They didn't actually have it in the US, and so the price was fine. It just took like almost a month and a half for them to ship it to me. It was a long time, but it comes with all the accessories. So you get the scales as well as the pin. You can see it there. The pen, a new toothpick, the tweezers, as well as the screwdriver. I don't think, yeah, so he didn't have the screwdriver too, so that's gonna be nice. Now they had all kinds of different colors for the scales. They had blue, the traditional red, and black, as well as a kind of a translucent blue, which they called sapphire blue, as well as a translucent red, which they called ruby red. I decided to go with the white. I don't know why. I just thought it'd look good on the knife. I'm not gonna show you the whole changing of the scales. There's tons of videos on YouTube where they do that. Also, this Huntsman model, I'm not really going to go through everything. Again, on YouTube there are tons of videos of people who have done the reviews of the Victorinox Huntsman. I just wanted to show you my particular Huntsman. I really like the wood scales on this one. Yeah, I know you can still buy it even new. I just decided to get mine used because it was going to be a little cheaper, and as you can see, it's in great shape. There's nothing overly used in it, and you can see everything like snaps into place. This is the can opener and bottle opener, as well as the flathead screwdriver. And the scissors. The scissors are always so good on these Victorinox knives. They're really the best to use in any of the multi-tools that I've owned, as well as the ones I've seen reviews on. The Victorinox scissors are just great. They cut really well. I got no paper to cut right now, but let's see. Just cut this. It's just like, it just cuts like butter. It's so good. Oops. So yeah, I was just showing you the Huntsman, and I'll probably cut this video now and put on these new scales, and I'll show you what this Huntsman looks like with the white scale. Let me just show you the sheets I got for these Victorinox. They both are identical. One is for me and one is for my dad's Victorinox. I got these off eBay too. Now the one I got for myself actually has a metal belt hook. I just felt it was comfortable to be able to put it on and off instead of taking your whole belt off. This one actually comes with a loop in it, so you're gonna have to slide it onto your belt and slide it off. But it's really, they both otherwise are pretty much exact. They're really nice Victorinox. They are not, I don't believe they're original. I'm not sure. Maybe, I think they actually are. So as you can see, they kind of have different numbers. They're very close, but this one has a 1 at the end and this one does not. But they have this little pewter engraving Victorinox with the cross shield. That is the new shield. It's not the old looking one. My wood scale one also has the engraving of the cross shield on it. I think they both have on the blade. So this one says Victorinox Swiss made steel, stainless, and then on this side it says Officer Swiss. And I believe mine also says the same, Officer Swiss and Victorinox Swiss made stainless. So it's good to know these pocket knives are still made in Switzerland, and it's interesting to watch YouTube videos because of how these are manufactured, and they go through a really good quality control to make sure everything functions exactly as it should. So I'll show you this knife after the new scales are on. Right. Hey everyone, so I just thought I'll show you what the Victorinox looks like without the scales on. I've actually never, I've seen videos of it, but I've never actually seen it without the scales, and it's pretty interesting. It's got these little bolts which hold everything together. It holds kind of I don't think I did a great job in removing it. I kind of scratched up the steel a little bit over here when trying to get that the red scales off it, but it did come out pretty easily. On this side it looks like I didn't scratch it up that much. This one is a little troublesome to get off, but yeah, so I'm gonna put these on. Hopefully I can figure out which way they go on. I guess they're gonna go like that. Yeah, that kind of looks like how it's gonna go. I think they're gonna really good with the white scales on. I was debating between black scales or the white ones. I figured with the black ones you'll probably see scratches a lot easier than with the white ones. So yeah, let me put these on and I'll show you what it looks like. So here it is, the Victorinox Huntsman with the new white scales. They went on pretty well, not too difficult to put on. Yeah, it seems pretty well sealed. I think maybe I could put a little more pressure on this side, put this in a little more. But everything else seems to be tight and in contact. I'm gonna add on all the stuff. I'm gonna actually use the older, the toothpick from the other one, put it in. And the tweezers go on this side, and then see the pen is gonna go here. I'm actually just gonna get the ink flowing on this one. There we go. These are pressure loaded pens, so they'll write even upside down, which is pretty cool. Put that in. And that goes in well. And the pin is going to go in here. Got my finger caught in there for a second. Thankfully that wasn't on the plate. But yeah, I really like the scales. These are the old ones, the traditional red. But the white ones look really good. Very bright. So that was the Victorinox Huntsman. Thanks for watching, everyone.